Hey guys, Rock Sherman here from DailyPhoneBuzz.com. In today's edition of Phone Riot, we have a bunch of headline news, so let's go ahead and get started. The very first Nokia Windows Phone 7 handset was shown off. Kinda. Nokia CEO actually ended up showing off the Windows Phone handset, codenamed C-Ray, in a room filled with people. Now, he asked everyone to put their cameras, their phones away and everything, because he didn't want this going out into the blogosphere. This is stupid. You expect people to put their cameras away? That never happens, man. Even at a zoo. And I think he doesn't realize that when you ask people to do something, they don't do it. For example, when you go to the movies, no one turns their phone off, alright? And first of all, it's embarrassing for people like me, who have the Pina Colada song as their ringtone. Say something, they will do the opposite. Now, they did mention that the device will be running Mango when it is released, and they actually showed off some Mango features. So if you want to go ahead and check out Mango, go ahead and check the post. But Nokia CEO Stephen Elop didn't actually show off Windows Phone 7 himself. He actually had someone else come and finish at, man, after watching this, I want a Finnish accent, man. Just listen to this dude.
Thank you, Stephen, and hello, everyone. I've seen that many of you have been using the Windows device already and getting familiar on how it works.
Who does not want that accent, man? Or you want Arnold Schwarzenegger? My microphone, it looks like big deal. You are all my children. Hell before! Anyways, the device looks extremely similar to the recently announced N9, which we talked about last week, and of course, no hardware was mentioned, but we're expecting to see dual-core and some other rumors I expect will come out in the near future. Our next story of the day, the next generation Nexus apparently will be called the Nexus Prime. Of course, this is all Boy Genius report, as they actually reported on the specs of the next generation Nexus a few weeks prior. And if you haven't checked out the spec list, it is a behemoth of a device. Now, before we go ahead and talk about specs, Boy Genius report did confirm that it will be manufactured by Samsung, but of course this is all according to Boy Genius. Now, some specs on the Nexus Prime: it will feature a 1.2 GHz or 1.5 GHz dual-core processor, a 720p HD display. Now, it also looks like Samsung will be developing Super AMOLED HD display to support this device, an LTE 4G radio, 1 GB of RAM, a 1 megapixel front-facing camera, and a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera, and of course it is capable of 1080p HD video recording. But also, I should mention that the 5 megapixel rear-facing camera will have an amazing sensor, so you should expect to have some standout images come out of the Nexus Prime. Now, some additional news we also learned today: it will be on multiple carriers, which is something personally an AT&T user like myself has been waiting for. You know, everyone kind of thinks on AT&T, oh, it's all iPhone. We have a soft spot for Android. Now, like I mentioned, of course, it will have a 4G LTE radio, so it'll probably be one of AT&T's first LTE devices to launch. Probably be on Verizon, and we'll see if Sprint rolls out their LTE network once the Prime is released. Also, by the way, this is kind of off subject, but the ice cream sandwich picture that Google showed off, doesn't it kind of look like a bed? I don't know, am I the only one? It kind of looks like a bed, doesn't it? Our last story of the day is that the iPad 3 will feature 4G LTE on AT&T. How do we know this? Well, the same hackers that hacked both Sony and the US government have hacked AT&T. They came out with a leaked picture that shows off that AT&T will be testing a 4G LTE capable iPad 3 in November and December. Now, with the testing being in November and December, that of course means that we'll probably see a March release date very similar to the iPad 2, but of course it does not leave that big of a margin of error. Who knows, maybe Apple will start announcing the iPad come WWDC. It's all speculation really at this point. But anyways, that's all I have for today's edition of Phone Riot. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If this is the first time viewing one of our videos, hit that subscribe button up there and you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, follow Daily Phone Buzz on Twitter for additional content. And until next time, this is Big Rock Sherman with Daily Phone Buzz, signing out.